Hey guys, it's Kristen from Anime Collective back again with another video, and today we're going to be going over all of my recent reads and all of the manga I've been enjoying recently. So some of these are new series that just debuted their first volume that I've recently been into, whereas others are ones that have been out for quite some time and I just now got around to reading. Also, let me know what you guys are currently reading in the comments below. I'm always looking for new manga to read, so I'd love to see your recommendations. With that said, let's get into things. Here are all the manga I'm into currently and why. So first up is Platinum End. So you guys may already know the creators of Platinum End. They also created Death Note and Bakuman. So they're one of my favorites as a combination when it comes to creating manga series. And this is one I've been meaning to pick up for quite some time, but I just haven't got around to doing it, and man, I wish I would have picked it up sooner because once I picked it up, I could not put this down. Since I love the creator's previous works, I was pretty positive this was going to be one I was going to love, but I didn't know just how much I was going to love it until I got into everything. It features great dialogue, there's a lot of intellectual conversation that happens in this manga, the characters are unique, they have strong backstories as well as strong motivations that make them really interesting. In addition, they feel like real relatable people, and for this specific story, that's something I really enjoy. I find both the God candidates and their angels both to be interesting. Since each individual candidate features a different facet of modern society, it makes for a really compelling story. Not to mention the artwork inside is incredible as we've expected from these two. And the covers are really cool. They have this holographic effect that you probably can't see on camera, but they look great as well. Also guys, I'm really excited because this one is getting an anime adaptation in the fall of 2021. This is hands down one of my most anticipated anime of the entire year, so that's something you can look forward to as well. So the next manga I recently got into is Blue Lock. So this one is currently only available digitally, and I'm really hopeful that Kodansha is going to release this one in print in the future because I'd love to have physical copies of this one and see it in my collection. So the synopsis for Blue Lock is basically this battle royale between 300 high school soccer players. They're taking place in this experimental program called Blue Lock, which is designed to create the next biggest striker in Japan and hopefully lead Japan to win their first ever World Cup. So the premise alone was enough to get me reading this one because I used to play soccer, so it connected with me on a personal level. On top of all that, Blue Lock is one of the most unique sports manga to come out in recent years. It keeps you on the edge of your seat and it features a lot of interesting challenges for our characters. Not only that, but the characters are also really cool and unique as well, like Isagi and Bachira to name a few. I just know I'm going to love more characters and more introduced all on the way. I also have to say there's a character named Jinpachi Ego who reminds me a lot of Kotaro Tatsumi from Zombieland Saga. Both are very eccentric and over-the-top characters, but they're in a lovable way. But I have to say that Bachira is probably my favorite. He's really crazy, but in a lovable way as well. He's very unpredictable, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do next. The artwork is also among the best I've seen. Everything from those more dynamic action scenes to those more, slower dialogue-heavy moments are all drawn beautifully. I also want to mention that this one was recommended by Attack on Titan's creator Hajime Isayama. Some of you may have already seen him recommend that, and after reading it for myself, I can double down and say that this one is definitely one I highly recommend. I really do believe that this is the next great sports manga. However, I don't want to pigeonhole it to that genre because I truly believe there's something in this one for everyone. What do you guys think about Blue Lock? Let me know in the comments below. Again, I highly recommend it, and this is one of my favorite new series to debut in quite some time. A series I recently completed is Biomega. So this one consists of 6 volumes and is by Tsutomu Nihei. It's one that released a bit back, and I just now got around to reading, and I really wish I would have read it sooner because it's now one of my favorite of his. So I love Tsutomu Nihei because he's in a world completely of his own. He has a unique perspective I really enjoy, and no one else is like him. This one features a lot more story development and character development than I've seen from his previous works, and is something I've really enjoyed about reading this one in particular. As always though with Tsutomu Nihei, you get the incredible architecture and drawings, and all of his panels are extremely detailed in this one as we've expected from him. And I really just marvel at every single page and spend more time on those pages than I usually do with most manga. The design of the characters and the world in this one is incredible. Tsutomu Nihei's great at world building, and that's no exception with Biomega. And guys, like with any Tsutomu Nihei series, you're gonna get lost along the way at times or completely fall into the abyss. I don't know which one. I fell into the abyss a few times with this one in particular. But I really do enjoy his works. They take you on this crazy, wild, bumpy ride, and you just gotta be along for it and love it. The next one I've enjoyed recently is a debut series, and I picked up its first volume. It is Zom 100, and I was really interested in seeing how this one in particular would differentiate itself within a sea of zombie stories. Now, I really enjoy zombie stories, so I was really interested in seeing how this one would be unique, and that unique twist comes in the form of its main character, who believes the zombie apocalypse to be a blessing in disguise, because now he doesn't have to work in a soul-sucking day job. So he believes that the zombie apocalypse is the first time he's able to fully live his life, and instead of surviving, he is thriving. Because of all this series is one that is humorous and fun, but the artwork is really something to behold as well, so I highly recommend checking this one out. And last but certainly not least is Solo Leveling. So I read the chapters of this online previous to Yen Press's release, but I was interested in seeing how Yen Press would translate this one over from a manhwa to a manga, especially given that it's traditionally read vertically in full color and whatnot. Yen Press did an incredible job translating this over and cutting and pasting the panels in a way that not only made them impactful, but easy to navigate and read as well. Also guys, this volume features updated translations, so you will notice some differences from the manhwa and the manga. With that said, they are only small grammatical fixes or wording changes, so the story is still the same, but I actually like that they did this because everything transitioned and or sounded better, so it really is a nice added touch that they did. The artwork really does look incredible here. It already looked incredible in the manhwa, and the cover is just awesome. That's yet another bonus. You know, Solo Leveling is my favorite manhwa, and I'm so excited to finally be able to have physical copies of it in my collection. Solo Leveling is hyped, but it definitely lives up to that hype, and it's one that I'm hopeful we'll see an anime adaptation of in the future. You know, with the anime like Chainsaw Man and Hell's Paradise recently being announced, I'm hopeful that Solo Leveling and manga like Spy Family are the ones that are coming next. And there you have it, guys. There's all the manga I've been enjoying recently. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a like. It really does help support the channel. Also, let me know what you guys are currently reading in the comments below. And if you have any recommendations, I definitely love to hear them. I'm always looking for new series, as I mentioned in the intro, to check out. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.